Guys, so we have finished the first two questions in our previous videos, and we have to continue with the question number 3 of exercise 4.2, and we are continuing with the chapter of quadratic equations. Okay, so now the question number 3 says find the two numbers whose sum is 27 and the product is 182. Okay, so find the two numbers. Fine. So I can say my solution. I have to start here. So find the two numbers. So let the whose sum is 6. So let one number be x. Okay, so therefore my other number will be 27 minus x, because the sum of two numbers was 27. So I can say that if one number is x, I can say other number is x. So now they are asking the product, right? So product is given to me, product of the numbers is given to me as 182. So product of one number and my other number is equal to 182. Now if I multiply, I get 27x minus x square is equal to 182. Now I can take it on other side, on the right hand side. So my x becomes positive and 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. Now I have got a quadratic equation. So in this quadratic equation, I have to see that sum is equal to minus 27. I have to find two numbers whose sum is minus 27 and product is equal to 182. So now we know as my product is positive and my sum is negative, right? So that means there will be two negative numbers. So sum has to be minus 27 of those two numbers, and the product has to be 182. Okay, so see guys, to make it clearer, I can also see like that. First I can find out, suppose you get some difficult number and you are not able to find the factors. So I'll just teach a little bit of different way in this. Like 182, I can find out the factors, like the prime factors, right? So it will be easier for us to know that whether it is being solved by this number or not, right? Okay, so now 2 to 9 times 2 1 time. Okay, so I'm not getting anything here, right? No factors. For 91, yes, we have 13 or 7, I can say. So 7 1 and 3 times, and I have 13. So my factors are 2, 7 and 13. So then now it becomes easier, because when I try to find out 182 into 1, right, then it can go by 2. So 91 into 2, that sum is also not 27, right? Then I'll go with 7. I don't have to now think of any other number, 3 4 5 6. So I can directly go to 7. Now 7 means 7 2 times 42 and 7 6 times, so 26, right? Then 26 and 7 is also not 27. Now I'll go to 13 directly. So 13, right? So 13 would be how much? 13 1 times 13 and 4 times 14 and 13. So this is 27, correct? So finding these factors sometimes are very helpful, because otherwise we have to multiply by each number and all, right? So that becomes easier, that my numbers are this and minus 14 and minus 13. So now I can split my middle term, or I can substitute. So x square minus 14x minus 13x plus 182 is equal to 0. So now x is common, x minus 14 minus 13 is common, x minus 14 is equal to 0. So now my factors for this equation are x minus 13 and x minus 14. So my x is equal to 13, or we had to just find two numbers, right? So 13 and 14 I can say, right? They had asked the two numbers. Okay, so my answer, the two numbers are 13 and 14. Move to the next question now. So next question, question number 4. It says find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Okay, so consecutive numbers, you know that a number after the other one, the next number, right? And positive integers, so that means if I add 1, that will be my next number, right? Okay, so let one number be x, so therefore other number, right? So consecutive positive integer, so other number would be x plus 1. So I have found out my two numbers. Now sum of whose squares is 365. So one number's square and my second number's square is equal to 365. So x square, I can use my identity a plus b whole square, right? So x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 365. Okay, now this becomes 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 is equal to 0. So now what do I get now? I have 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0, and now I can take 2 common. So if I take 2 common and take it to that side, so x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. Okay, so we have got a quadratic equation here. So in this I have to solve the quadratic equation. So I have to find the two numbers whose sum is equal to plus 1 and product is equal to minus 182, right? So we know we have to subtract two numbers. One will be positive, one will be negative, because I can see my product is negative. Okay, let me find out the factors. So 182, 1, and then this will be equal to into 2 if I do 91, then 3, it is not going at all, we know, and we had found out the factors also in the previous question, that you know. So this is my little bit of rough work here. Okay, so with 2, then 3, then when we found out the factors, I can see the factors are 2 and 7 and 13, right? So 13 into 7 is 91 and 91 into 2, I know, so it will go by 7 then. So 7, 2 and then 26, right? 7 2 times is 14 and 6 times is 42. Then it will go by 13 directly. So 13, 1 and 4. Okay, so I have got my numbers here. So it will be plus 14 and minus 13 will be my two numbers. So I can split my middle term now. So my middle term would be x square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. So x is common here, x plus 14, then minus 13 is common, and x plus 14. Okay, so I have got here my two factors. So my two factors of this equation are x minus 13 and x plus 14 is equal to 0. So therefore I know that x is equal to 13 or it is equal to minus 14. But here in the question they had asked two consecutive positive integers, right? So minus 14, so as minus 14 is a negative number, right? So therefore my value of, I assumed my x as one number, right? So therefore the number will be 13, right? So 14 is negative number, so we don't have to consider that because in the question it was asked. So I can write my answer that the two consecutive positive integers are 13 and the next number, right? So 13 and 14 will be my answer, correct? So we are done with these two questions in this video. So now next questions in the next video, guys. So see you.